You're listening to Underestimated, the podcast that helps overwhelmed small business owners turn their size into their unfair advantage so they can grow without burning out. Now here's your host, Shawna Suckow.
Do you have AI FOMO, or maybe you have AI overload, or maybe you have just AI regret? Who knows? But on today's episode of Underestimated, I'm going to share with you the top 5 tools, just 5, that I think you need most. And you can pick and choose from them. You don't need all 5, but I'm going to share with you the 5 most important ones for small business. And at the end, I'm going to give you a link to all of these resources for free, so you can just do all of these without having to get a master's degree in computer programming or anything like that. So let's dive in. I'm going to start with the number 1 tool that has changed my business. I learned about this about a year ago. I was an early adopter of this, and I want to share it with you. It is my AI board of directors. If you have heard of this and you haven't done it yet, oh my God, you have to do this. If you do nothing else for your business, do this one thing. And as I said, there's a done for you version. All you have to do is fill in a couple of boxes and then follow the instructions, and you will have this in, I'm not kidding, 5 minutes. And it will change your business. So the AI board of directors is kind of like what it sounds. You get to pick as many famous people, thought leaders, industry experts, anybody in the world who has a body of knowledge that lives anywhere out on the internet, whether it's a blog or they've written a book or they have podcasts that they've been on, or maybe they host a podcast, anything that AI can access. So what this does is you pick, for my AI board of directors, I probably have, it changes all the time depending on what I'm working on, but I probably have a dozen different experts from different fields depending on what I'm working on. So if I'm working on a new speech, for example, I would have an expert speaker, an expert in writing, an expert in, all whatever it is, an expert in that topic that I can bounce ideas off of. And so I can bring anything to my board of directors and say, hey, I want to have a meeting, and I can say I only want it with, this person or these 3 people, or hey, I need the whole board's input on this. And I just present whatever it is I'm struggling with, and the AI board of directors responds back. And they are not a bunch of yes men and yes women. I have embedded instructions to challenge me and to challenge each other. And what they do is they search the internet. So if, let's say you have Simon Sinek on your board and you're asking for advice, it will search his entire body of work and respond as if it is Simon, in his voice, in his style. And it will do that for anybody that you can imagine that you want on your board, including, for me, like some industry experts in my industry that have a body of work that's accessible. So think about what industry experts that are well known. And if you just wish that you could have them on your board, accessible at any time to answer your questions, well, now you can. So this is, as I said, the number 1 thing that has changed my business. I have, at any given time, I suck at finances. I suck at anything number related. As I tell other people, I have 2 right brain lobes just full of creativity and no left brain lobe to make stuff happen. So I need assistance with that, right? So I have a finance expert who is like my CFO whenever I need to talk numbers. And I have an internet marketing expert who can check me and my marketing reasoning and give me feedback. I have an ADHD coach that helps me to stay on task with things if I am struggling. So you can populate this with whoever you want. I'm so excited about this because this has giving me so much clarity. It's given me some great advice. It has helped me build things in ways that I would not have thought of without their expertise. So it is still you and your business at the end of the day, and you have to train it on your goals and what you want and what your challenges are, what your opportunities are. And as I said, I will provide the resource that will help you do that. You just fill it in, and then I will go through step by step how you upload this to ChatGPT to create your own custom GPT, which you may have heard that. Maybe you've created some, maybe you have never even ventured anywhere near that. It's okay. This is going to be easy, pain-free, and I'm going to help you make this happen. And once it knows you, your goals, your business, and your challenges, and your marketplace, and your ideal customer, and all those things, you are going to get what corporations pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for to have people sit on their board of directors. You're going to get that for $20 a month. This does require a subscription to ChatGPT, $20 a month. If you don't have that yet, this alone is worth $20 a month to get all of this advice. But the other things that I'm going to help you build and install, you're going to install these once, set it, forget it, and then you'll be able to use them. Okay, so that is the first tool that is the most business changing for me. The next tool in your AI stack for your small business is kind of an operations manager. It's somebody that's going to help you to handle all of the tasks that you hate most throughout your day. For me, that is responding to emails, doing proposals. I love what comes at the end of writing the proposal if I win the business, but I hate writing the proposal. So it'll help you to draft contracts. It can help you generate estimates. It can anything writing related, any employee policies, anything that you can think of that you need for your business and you hate writing it, creating it. This is your ops director, your AI director of operations, who is going to have your back in all of these things. And what used to take you hours is going to take you 3 minutes. And this is going to be amazing. So the way this works is you just have to train it a little bit, and I will instruct you on the types of things that you need to upload. If you want things to be in the same voice, the same style, the same template, if that's not important to you, then you can just bare bones this, but I recommend at least giving it the basics about your business so it can respond in an intelligent way with keeping in mind who your exact right customers are and the hassles that you want to avoid and the structure of your business. So basically, with any technology tool, especially AI, the better the input, the better the output. So a few minutes setting it up on the front end, that's going to pay huge dividends on the back end and save you so much time. So basically, you're going to get back, I would say, at least an hour a day. What could you do with an extra hour in your day? You could sleep in. You could actually spend a full hour at the gym. You could take a midday siesta. You could you could leave early to go to your kids' play or whatever. Holy cow. Maybe you do that stuff anyway, but that makes your day, 16 hours long. That doesn't have to happen anymore if you can just sacrifice a little time up front. Tool number 3 is built for people like me that hate finances, and it's the last thing that you'd rather chew glass than look at a P&L. This is your AI CFO. Now, I mentioned you can absolutely have a CFO on your AI board of directors, but this is a specific custom GPT. And let me back up. If you don't know what a custom GPT is, it's just a tool. It's a singular tool that has a singular function that you build inside of ChatGPT. And whenever you want to use it, you just go and you click on that button and it asks you what you want help with, and you just start talking, and it's a beautiful thing. So if you haven't played with AI at all, I got you. If you are an AI guru already, maybe this podcast gives you some ideas of things that you can build. If you're somewhere in the middle, hey, that's perfect. So your AI financial analyst, your AI CFO, it can connect to your QuickBooks. It can be your bookkeeper if you want. It can, if you don't use QuickBooks, you just use an Excel spreadsheet, it can do that too. You can upload P&Ls, or it can connect to QuickBooks and grab your P&Ls for you. It can, I wrote this stuff down because I hate this stuff. It can ask you, or you can ask it to spot cash flow risks, flag unusual expenses. You can prepare for bank meetings or money meetings. You can basically have any conversation around your numbers that you want. Even if you love finances, this will help you dig in even further. But certainly for somebody like me, this helps me keep track of stuff that I normally hate and ignore. So this is a step in the right direction for anybody like that. So that is tool number 3. Okay, tool number 4 is something that I hear very commonly that is a challenge for small business owners, and that is defining your brand and what makes you really, really different. So tool number 4 is the brand definer, and it is going to help you so much. So basically, you answer a series of questions to get this set up about your business, who you serve, what problems you solve, what do you do differently, what do clients typically say after working with you, where are you located, anything that will be helpful to this client, this brand definer, and it will then help you with your elevator pitches, your list of words that fit your brand voice. You maybe have heard my episode on what are your 5 words that completely differentiate you. I'm going to upload as a bonus in this tool for you, this free tool. I'm going to upload all of the words that I count as trust-busting words that you should not use in your marketing. So I'm going to make sure it avoids all of those words when it gives you your brand differentiators. So that is tool number 4, and I think it's going to help you tremendously to really get an outside view looking in of what makes your brand truly special. And then tool number 5 is the culmination of the brand definer. You can now have an AI content multiplier. So the way this one works is you upload one blog, or you can even ask it to create a blog. You're going to need to, of course, input on the front end your voice, how you talk, how you write. It's going to need to understand how to write like you would so that it doesn't sound like AI, because man, I see some bad articles these days on LinkedIn and bad marketing that clearly has every earmark that it was done by AI. So I'm going to build in some guide rails so that yours doesn't sound like that, but then you need to personalize it so it sounds like you. Because as I've told you guys before, we have to start speaking like as if we're speaking to our neighbor and not being so professional and polished and corporate sounding, because we can't compete in the same sandbox as big corporations. We have to sound human. We have to out-human the competition. So your AI content multiplier will, let's say, generate a blog, or if you have content you've written that you like that is in your voice, you can upload that. And then it will multiply that into content that you will actually use. So you'll define what platform you're on and what types of content you want, and it will help you build the quotes that you can just take from that blog and put up on social media, along with maybe a photo, a personal photo from your camera roll. Don't like stock photos, so you can come up with quote cards. You can create short clips of content that you can then record. It will create all sorts of different content that you can repurpose, including, you could even ask it to create 30 days of social posts from that one blog. So this is going to save you so much time, because I know, unless you are a marketing agency, you did not create your business to spend all of your time writing content or looking at your finances or all the things that we have talked about in today's tool stack. So those are your 5 tools. We've got your AI board of directors. We've got your AI director of operations. We've got your AI CFO, your AI brand definer, and then your content multiplier, so that you can focus on what it is that you love to do, and you can focus on actually making money rather than doing all of these things that are behind the scenes that, of course, contribute to running your business smoothly and helping you get the word out about how cool you are, but it is not going to do the thing that actually makes you the money, and that is interacting directly with your customers and doing the sales thing and running your business. So to access these 5 free tools, you are going to go to thebuyerinsider.com and click on Vault, and you will see an entire vault of tools that I've created that are free for small business owners. There are some enhanced versions and some more complex tools and strategies that I've built that are behind a paywall, in full disclosure, but there are way, way, way more free things that you can just access and use, including a Shawna bot, which is a custom GPT that I have built, where I've uploaded all of my books, my blogs, podcasts, all of my latest thinking, my latest speaking engagements, so that you can ask the Shawna bot anything about marketing, and it will answer based on my thought leadership and give you an answer as if it were me. So I hope that helps. So go ahead and check out the Vault and pick at least one of these tools. You don't have to do all 5. Certainly start with the one that saves you the most time and mental anguish, because it's the thing that maybe you hate to do the most or the thing that takes the most time. And my goal is to save you at least an hour a day so that you can do the things that you want to be doing in your business or in your personal life. Imagine that. So thanks for listening, and go ahead and check out that Vault. And I will also say that if you want all of these 5 things done for you, I will come up with a way to make that happen. That would be a paid thing, but I will make sure that is an option for you. So if you absolutely hate doing this stuff, you can just have it done for you and ready to go. Thanks for listening. There you have it, the 5 AI tools that every small business needs to save time. And let me just say, you don't need all 5 of these, but I bet you need at least one. And my goal is to save you time. So pick one to start out with, the one that saves you the most time or mental anguish, so that you don't have to an hour a day beat your head against a wall doing finances or writing content or anything like that. And you can move your business forward and focus on the things that you love to do for your business, or actually have free time for your personal life. Imagine that. I hope this is helpful. Go ahead and check out all of these resources in thebuyerinsider.com. Click on Vault, and you will find these and a ton of other freebies. There are also some paid tools that are behind a paywall that are far more complex and strategic, but there are far, far, far more freebies that are just there to help my small business owners, so that you can focus more on what it is that you love to do, and so that you can out-compete and have a thriving business regardless of what is going on in the economy, the world, politics, all that stuff. I want your business to thrive. And if you want help, if you just want these 5 tools to be built for you, I'm going to make sure that I set up those resources so that we can do that for you as, of course, a paid version. It's going to take us time to do that. But otherwise, I'm going to make sure this is so easy for you to just do yourself. Thanks for listening. I hope that's helpful.
Thanks for listening to Underestimated, hosted by Shawna Suckow. To connect with Shawna, go to thebuyerinsider.com.